So I'm here in my home office, and I was thinking about a concept basically of taking someone who's a pre-client and moving them through the process of getting inspired, thinking about what they want, all the way into the state we call fat burn, which is usually day 5 or 6 in our program. And one of the biggest things that I do with people is I really want to connect their emotions with their reality. And so I have a few questions that I ask people. One of them is, when was the time in your life when you were as healthy as you've ever been? And the reason why I want to ask them that question is I want to start going down the path to having them sort of reconnect with the things that they loved about their life at that time. And they may say, well, it was back when I was in high school or college. And so it's important to kind of dig a little deeper and ask them maybe, what kind of car did you drive? What color was that car? What did you love about that car? Maybe if someone was going to a prom, maybe it's a girl that I talk to and ask them, what was the color of the dress that you wore? Who was your date? Just different things about trying to connect the other aspects about that stage of their life with the reason why they picked that as being the healthiest time possible. And then I ask them a few more questions, maybe, are you as healthy as you want to be today? Some people will say that they're healthy, but when I ask them if they're as healthy as they want to be, they never say yes. Another thing might be that a question I'll ask them is, so let's just say that we go through this process and you're able to achieve a healthy weight. How long do you want to maintain that healthy weight? And I get some really strange looks when I ask that question, because nobody wants to maintain a healthy weight temporarily, but most people don't do what's needed to maintain a healthy weight long term because they don't know how to do that. And so these are some of the questions that I ask. Another few questions I ask is, and I got these from Doug Wood, and it's, how will you, achieving this new healthy weight and this healthy lifestyle, how will that affect the people that you love the most? And let them answer that. And then say, well, here's a slightly different question. How will you achieving a healthy weight and lifestyle affect the people that love you the most? And so it's kind of that you love and that love you. And so these are the questions that I get to, and I spend a lot of time talking about these kinds of things and helping them talk about colors and people and other elements that are going on around that stage. And so usually somebody will get to the point where they'll say, yeah, I'm not as healthy as I want to be, what can I do? And then usually what I'll do is if they're ready to go right then, I'll help them out right then. I'll facilitate that first order. I'll get them set up with the standard variety pack and the Habits of Health system. But if they're not ready, what I'll do is what I want to send them is an email that has a health assessment. And I have the picture of Dr. A's health assessment that's it's in chapter 5 of his book, and it's got this scale here, and I've copied that and I put that inside the email, and I say, where do you think you are before you take the test? And then I say, take the test and then figure out where you actually are. And so where they think they are, where they really are, and then I ask them, where do they want to be? And so I'm creating this structural tension in that email. And then I usually send a very inspirational video I call it the Wild Canyon Games video, and it's featuring Trey and Jen Bonner. And it's not specifically a Take Shape for Life branded video, but it talks about health, and it talks about someone that's gone through this program. And so, again, it's that structural tension in that email where I have them take the health assessment, which shows them where they are, and then I give them an example, an idea of where they could be. And all of these things are what I call salting the oats. It's helping them to be thirsty for health in their life. And then the next step is usually they're ready. They can't believe that their health is as bad as it is. They thought they didn't think it was as bad as it was. And when we've talked about and dreamed a little bit about what it could be like, they're usually ready to get going, and then we move through those first few days right on into fat burn. Hope this helps. Thanks.